Okay, right now I'm seeing weighted blankets everywhere in my feed, and I have an idea. So I have a bunch of beads, and I've got my little knitting machine. Let's see if we can add beads to a knitting machine project. For our test sample, we are going to make a scrunchie because they're super fast to work up, and I have just a little bit of scrap yarn. And so I'm just going to randomly place these in. So I'm not even going to map out a pattern or anything. We're just going to randomly do it. I've already cast on with waste yarn just to begin the project. And now I'm going to do just a couple rows without a bead. So I'm going to add my working yarn here. So we'll do about 2 rows without any beads to start. All right, so we've got a few rows, and now I'm just going to randomly place beads as we go. So we're going to start with this first bead here. And again, I'm just winging that. I have never done this, but I do have a crochet hook. This is 3 millimeters, and this hook will go through the center of my bead. So that's what we're looking for. So what I'm assuming is going to happen here is I can knit this bead right here to the outside of this project and then just push it through when I'm done. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this loop here, and I'm actually going to go through the bead and just pull it through so we have a loop. And then we're going to place our loop back on the pin, just like that. And then we'll give it a tug just to tighten it up a little bit. But we don't want it too tight, because if it's too tight, then it'll jam up the machine. So then we are going to continue making sure this goes under the pin right here. All right. All right, first one done. I'll probably do a round and then add another one. So I don't really want to have this too heavy because it is going to be a scrunchie. So let's go all the way around. Okay, when we get back, just make sure that these loops both go down on the machine. All right, so now we're ready to choose our next location. So I'm just gonna go, this one sounds good. So we'll just do the same exact process. This time I'll grab a different color. Go through, pick up our loop, pull it, and then place it back on the pin. And then tug to give it a little tighten. Okay, we'll go all the way around. Again, once we get back, just make sure we push that down so it does knit. Okay, and once again, we'll just come over here and we'll do this one with another color. All right, we're back at the beginning. Now I'm going to stagger just a couple more till we get to the end. So we'll just grab another one. All right, so we are at our last round. So we have just added these randomly throughout the project. I'm going to go around 2 more times and finish with waste yarn. All right, so on the inside, this is where we have all of our little beads here. We're actually going to push those all to the right side. So we'll just take your bead, push it, bead over here, push it through, and you're just going to go through and push it to the front all the way around. All right, now for this project, like I said, we're just going to do a quick sample, but you could use the same method for a blanket. So we're just going to stitch this up all the way around, and we'll come back and take a look and see how it turned out. So here's our final result for our little sample. It's super fun, something a little bit different. I do love that also it's like a fidget toy because each of these can spin, and then you can also use it in your hair. What I would say is if you are going to do something like this, maybe create a full weighted blanket, you do want to map out where you want to put your beads and really plan for that. And you might want smaller beads than this. This is just what I had on hand. So anyway, this is how to add beads to your circular knitting machine projects.